Hello everyone, I'm Juliette Samuel and welcome to Beauty Business Blueprint. For years, the beauty industry has been telling us that skin is skin. If you are a woman who has melanin-rich skin, you know and understand that your beauty needs are different. They speak to you as if you have the same challenges and types as those with non-melanin-rich skin. So what we'd like to do in this particular video is talk to you as beauty professionals. And this video is going to be speaking to a specific audience. What I want you to learn from this is that when you focus on a given niche, a given audience, you'll be able to really talk to them about their challenges. When we started our e-commerce business, that's what we did. We focused on women with melanin-rich skin, Black women, African-American women. Those are some of the terms that are used when you're talking to women who look like me. And in talking to them, we were able to learn what their challenges were, what they needed products for, and it helped us in the long run develop better products to care for their skin and provide solutions for them for the challenges that they were having. I learned that the hard way, just as an individual consumer looking for products to take care of my skin. This is way before I became an esthetician. Certain products would promise hydration. However, for my skin and other women that I began to talk to who were women with melanin-rich skin, they were having the same type of challenges. It's like it would give you a certain period, not a long time, of resolve, and then by midday, say you would begin to see your skin take on a different look. For me, learning what products would last through the day became one of the focal points. So when I started talking to women about their skin and what their challenges were, it helped me understand what they were actually going through, because I was having the same type of problems with finding products for my given challenge. I could use a moisturizer, and my moisturizer that I had purchased would turn my skin red. It would break out. It would cause inflammation at certain points in times. So it's like my skin became a test subject. And working through those challenges enabled me to help other women with melanin-rich skin work through their problems as well. Why is this important for you as a beauty professional? You will begin to understand who your market is when you niche your audience down. You'll be able to talk to them about their challenges. When you're developing your product line, you'll be able to speak with vendors about what you're looking for, what your clients are asking for, and they'll be able to help you create the initial line that you enter the market with. If you're an esthetician and you're already working with a given line of products, then you understand how those products will help you help your clients in the long run. When you look at a given industry, and we're talking beauty, if we take the niche that we worked with and still work with in our e-commerce business, you'll know and understand that Black women are extremely high spenders when it comes to beauty products. We spend a lot of money on foundations and shadows, lipsticks, mascaras, concealers, makeup in general. We spend a lot of money as Black women in the industry, but we're often underserved. Now, there are companies, there's a history of companies that dealt with products for Black women and built lines for Black women over decades. And those companies were like the forerunners, but they still were working from product bases that had been created for someone who didn't have melanin-rich skin. So when they added pigment to one base or pigment to another combination of products or given formula, it didn't always blend the skin well. They would look gray, ashy, and I learned from the women who nurtured me as a young girl that the less you do for your skin, the better your skin will look. Now, that may seem like an oxymoron, because if you're in the business of selling beauty products and you're in the business of helping women to get their skin to a certain radiance and glow, then your objective is to sell a given product that's going to help them achieve their goal. But it's also important that your objective be to provide the best service for your clients. If they don't need a given product, then don't try to push it off on them, because it's going to come back on you and create more problems than if you just told them you need a cleanser, you need a toner, you need a moisturizer, and let that be it. If they don't need a serum at a given point in their life, it all depends on where they are age-wise, especially for your estheticians, when you're treating your clients. Then it may be something that you introduce at a later time, say as the skin begins to mature. If they're in their late 40s, early 50s, then a serum might be something that you introduce into their regimen. But if you can make sure that you offer them what they need, they will stay with you longer. There are clients that we have when they read a given magazine and they see a product that's being talked about, and I ask them a series of questions. Have you had any challenges with your skin? Is it breaking out at this point? Do you feel that your skin needs an extra step? Or is it because you've read something in a magazine or seen something online and you want to try it? That determines whether or not another product is introduced to the client. And as you learn your market and learn your clientele, you will be able to make those suggestions without bringing any unnecessary harm to their skin. The same thing applies for my aromatherapist, my handmade beauty artisans. If you are creating a blend for your client, a butter or a facial serum even with essential oils, you will want to be able to ask certain questions as well. Oftentimes, estheticians and aromatherapists can help build each other's business. If you are an esthetician and you have a client that might need a serum, as an aromatherapist, your aromatherapist friend can cooperate with you and create given facial blends so that your client will be able to benefit without bringing any unnecessary harm to their skin. Keep that in mind, because those partnerships help create businesses for each other. The esthetician is supporting the aromatherapist is supporting the esthetician. The aromatherapist is supporting the handmade beauty artisan. The aromatherapist is also supporting other aromatherapists. One may specialize in facial blends. One may specialize in body blends. One may specialize in relaxation products, but they all help your client to be able to have that radiant glow that they're looking for when they're wanting to buy a product. When your client cannot find a product that speaks to their needs, it's sending a certain message that says, okay, someone hasn't thought through how it may affect my skin, especially if we're talking about melanated skin. And there are certain nuances that come into play when you're working with melanated skin. It doesn't heal as fast as non-melanated skin. It may have scarring issues that last longer than non-melanated skin, because that melanin is what gives your complexion its beautiful color. And when you're treating your clients that have a melanated skin, you want to make sure that you have done your research and understand how to care for that client that walks in your door that has melanin-rich skin. The industry says that skin is skin, in the sense that the human body is covered by skin, and skin is the largest organ. That's true. However, the way you care for skin, different types of skin, especially melanin-rich skin, becomes a key factor when you are looking at who you're going to serve and how you're going to serve them in your business. If you've decided that your audience will be women with melanin-rich skin, what will those women need? They will need products that offer hydration, products that are going to last throughout the day, providing a certain dew look to their skin, a certain moisturized look without being greasy. That's another thing too. A lot of products that are on the market, if a person has melanin-rich skin, even if it's somewhat dry or a combination, that product can often turn their skin and have it looking super oily. If it's oily and they use a given product that it's just a basic product that has no definition of what type of skin it will serve, then that particular product can also make melanin-rich skin look super oily. You don't want your client to look as though they've been released from a frying pan of grease when it comes to how their complexion is shown. There's a difference in super oily looking and exuding too much and dewy, glow, radiant skin. There's a big difference. One looks healthy and one looks as though you got too much going on when it comes to a product mix. When we decided to really focus on melanin-rich skin, it became a thing of immersing myself into how it works, what happens when you use a given product, what happens when you don't use the right product mix. And all of that taught me different lessons. Even in aesthetic school, I went to aesthetic school to learn about the skin. It wasn't as though I always got information on how to care for melanin-rich skin. It really wasn't. I was taught how to treat skin in general. And when it came to melanin-rich skin, there was not a lot of time spent on caring for this skin. I remember one of my classmates, she was Korean, and she said to me, we used to partner up when it came time for lab work and clinic work. And she said, I want to work with you today because I want to understand your skin, what happens, what happens with your skin, how it responds to certain products. And that was an opening and introduction for someone who really wanted to know the difference between melanated and non-melanated skin. And it's that type of individual that will go further in an industry or business, because you have learned to balance how to care for non-melanated as well as melanated skin. keep that in mind as an esthetician, aromatherapist, as well as a handmade beauty artisan, because there are certain formulations, even if it's shea butter based, that don't always work on melanin-rich skin. Let's be clear. When we look at what the beauty industry offers as far as skincare products or beauty products for women who are beautiful with their melanin-rich skin, if they cannot find what they're looking for, it goes deeper than just beauty as a whole. It becomes a sense of feeling overlooked. Granted, within the past 10 years, a lot of companies have been born that are catering to the market of women who are melanin rich. And those products, a lot of those products are for the body, so to speak. They're body products. You have other companies that are speaking to women with melanin-rich skin, but they're more along the line of either sunscreens, which is extremely important, and you have those who are speaking to women with mascara and eyeshadows in certain colors, because when you look at how color pops off of black women or women with that chocolate skin, there's a completely different nuance that takes place, and it provides you with a certain kind of adventure when it comes to how you wear your products and your colors. There are women who are more makeup based that are creating shadow palettes, mascara palettes that are for women of color or black women. And those colors, you might see deep purples, honey golds, fuchsia pinks, yes, in shadows and lipsticks. And those particular colors are used, and it allows and enables the wearer to be more creative in how they enter into a given room or a given environment when they're stepping out and being themselves. That's one of the things that makes beauty products something that is experimental. The creative aspects of how you use a product when it comes to the cosmetic mascara side is wide open. But everything begins with the foundation and care of the skin. We've talked in this particular video about the niche of melanin-rich skin. This is exactly how I started the business that we have online at this time. In Beauty Business Blueprint, I share with you exactly how we got started, especially in the community. These are things I'll be doing. How to find your vendors, how to choose the right product mix, how to help you find people who can help you with containers and labels. So what we want you to do, if this is who you are and a niche that you really want to talk to, whether you are a person with melanin-rich skin or not, if you are treating this client, there are things that you should know about how to handle their skin. And there are things that you'll want to know about the different products and formulations that go into a better product to treat this skin, melanin-rich skin. So hit the subscribe button in our description box and join us in the community of Beauty Business Blueprint for your new business or existing business. Women with melanin-rich skin or black women deserve to have the right product mix and the right care for their skin. So once again, if you're going to be serving these women and helping them with their particular challenges, join us in Beauty Business Blueprint, subscribe to our channel, and we'll be happy to help you focus and get yourself started moving in that direction. So until next time, take care.